Hey, good morning everybody. How's it going? Um, I said a while back I want to do a video of my 562 XP I've got. I got this saw as, I don't know, like, not really partial payment. I was going to work on it for a guy. He gave me two saws. A 272 and this one. The 272 had a blown up top end. And this one, he said, had been blown up for a while. Didn't know what was wrong with it. And then, so I've already tore it apart. I already know what's wrong with it. It's completely FUBAR'd. Top and bottom end, I believe. So I let him know, this was, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago now, maybe. So I let him know that it was pretty much catastrophic. And he's the type of person, he just said, well, the amount of money it's going to cost to replace it, I'll just buy a new one. So he actually went out and just bought a new, I forgot what he bought. He didn't buy the 562. I think he bought the 550 or something. But, which brings me to my next point, Clinch Chainsaws and More. A while back, he said he had a 550 that had lost the ring keeper pin and the piston, which had wiped it out, and that is exactly what has happened to this one. So, like I said, I've already tore this apart, so most of the stuff's loose. Like the cylinder, I just had it kind of on there. Let me grab a flashlight. So, yeah, you can see up in there, I'm trying to do this. Focus, baby. Focus, baby. So all those little, oh man, what is going on here? All those little nick marks are where the pin has went and smacked the top of the cylinder. And then there's a good score right there. So definitely wiped out the cylinder. And then as far as the bottom end goes, I actually asked Tin Man a while back, and yeah, these are crank stuffers, but it's odd to me. I got one stuffer that's really, really loose, and then one stuffer that's tight, and she don't like to move around a whole lot. Honestly, that's probably more from it sitting here and being dry, but you can see the rod is blue. Well, maybe you can, but the rod is blue down at the crank, and it just, even when I first pulled it apart, it didn't feel right. So I have a feeling the pin probably went through the bottom end and wiped stuff out. I haven't obviously split the case or anything because I was so impressed with the damage. And then after the guy I was doing the saws for said that he wasn't worried about it, this thing has been thrown back together and sat on the shelf ever since. But so here is the piston. That's the top of the piston. Here's the sides, so don't look terrible, but so yeah, that's where the keeper for the ring sits, and that walked out, blew through the top, and then got gargled by the saw a few times, and then probably went down the bottom end, and then I'm thinking eventually it locked up. It wasn't seized. I pulled the cylinder right off, but you couldn't pull it over. And I found, here's the best part, I found the keeper. It was laying on top of the crank when I pulled it apart, so yeah, that should be in there. You can tell it walked itself right out of there, so I thought that was pretty cool. It split the ring too, busted the ring. It all fell apart as soon as I pulled the cylinder off, so I've got it that far. To be honest, I don't really know what I want to do. I was thinking I was just gonna split the case like normal and try my my first bottom end job but then at the same time, I don't know if it's cost effective. So figure it, we'll at least pull it apart, because if nothing else, I could probably part out like the carburetor and everything's still good. I'm sure the flywheel and coil, that type of thing's still good. It's obviously still got a good full wrap. And so there's lots of good parts to it still, but I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. So figured I'd show you guys this much. I don't know if I'll film me pulling it apart. I might just give updates. My videos don't get a lot of traffic, or don't get a lot of length of view, so I'm probably wasting my breath right now, but that's okay. Somebody's probably going to listen eventually. So yeah, that is the 562 failure analysis, I guess you will. And so yeah, got the Joni Red over there. Oh, come on, gimbal. She's waiting for a new clutch. The clutch is horrible on that thing. So once we get a new clutch, we're gonna do lots more test cutting, and then she's gonna go back to Big Mike. But he already knows she runs. Just told him we need a clutch before we even try, otherwise we might end up blowing it up again. So alright, thanks for watching if you watched. And my gimbal's going nuts. Talk to y'all later.